When it comes to leading a mentoring conversation, the most important thing that we talk about on all of our courses is the use of silence. And the way that we introduce that is through a very structured conversation called the mentor's mantra. And there are four stages to the mentor's mantra. The first stage is always making someone feel safe. You have to make sure that you have the trust in your relationship. You have to make sure that you're in a room where you're not going to be interrupted. You have to make sure that you've agreed confidentiality. Yeah, even if you're a manager, you've agreed this session is confidential. You have to make sure that person feels secure in your relationship. The second step, so the first step is you are safe. Step number two is it's all right to think about it. And here, what you're doing is you're just going to ask your mentee a question. So, how are you getting on with Beryl? How's your project going? How's your assignment going? And then, as a mentor, what you're going to do is you're going to be silenced. You are going to use silence. You're going to make sure that your mentee has the opportunity to think through what their answer is. Let them own that silence. It's not your silence. When you ask that question, you make a conscious decision that you want them to answer. So therefore, you are rude if you then interrupt it. And this is really fundamental. You let that silence grow. You let them want to fill it. And it may be that they ask you a question. It may be that they start to say, I'm not sure what you mean, or we may ask you to expand on that. Well, that's fine. That's not a problem, because then what's happening is they're moving on to stage three. So stage one is it's all right to, you are safe. Stage two is it's all right to think about it. Stage three is it's all right to talk about it. And here, what you're going to do, again, as a mentor, you're going to use silence and encourage your mentee to talk. So you're going to use open questions, and you, as a mentor, are then going to use silence to allow your mentee to talk about the issues that they are facing. It's really important and it's fundamental to mentoring. And I see it so often get missed, because very often what happens is people try to go immediately to stage four. And stage four is let's make a plan. So you've got step one, which is you are safe. Step two, it's all right to think about it. Step three, it's all right to talk about it. Step four is let's make a plan. And that's where you're going to come up with some suggestions. They're going to come up with suggestions. You are going to agree what they are going to do. You're not going to dictate, you're not going to tell them what to do, but you're going to make some suggestions, and it's up to them to decide what they are then going to do. And so often when we see mentoring and mentoring conversations go wrong, it's because they're launching straight into step four. And it's really psychologically important that actually you as a mentor use silence to help everyone to go through those four stages. So when it comes to structuring mentoring conversations, that is how we recommend that it's done.